You guys are literally the... You know what? Never mind. Hello everybody, my name is Ray Bunny and welcome back to my channel. And scene, perf. Okay. Whenever I look up alien core on Pinterest, I get literally nothing. But if you dig a little bit deeper, you will find a plethora of unnaturally colored people as the subject of alien-themed photo shoots. And one thing about me is that I love aliens. I love them. I actually did an alien-themed photo shoot and vlog in October, and it has been raiding my mind ever since I've done that. Like, I wish I looked like that every single day of my life. Maybe it's my escapism, but why don't we just look like this all the time? I don't know. But regardless, I've been fixating on this alien aesthetic lately. And I've been going down a wormhole of specifically alien girl themed media and fashion, which also led me down the like weird girl, trope, and paradox. So naturally, me, myself being a fashion girly, the first thing that I want to talk about is this alien core fashion. So according to Aesthetic Wiki, they said, the alien aesthetic is inspired by extraterrestrials and otherworldly life forms, particularly in relating with these creatures, wanting to be these creatures, and not feeling in tune with humanity. Important. It has themes of isolation, a lack of belonging, and rebelling against social norms. And elements of it can be found in fashion, music, video games, and sci-fi movies. Now, today I will only be focusing on like the fashion and kind of like media aspect of all of this. I think the trend has passed already, but when the unnaturally colored people trend was going around, you could almost find like every color under the sun. I think it started with the red guy and the blue girl. Those are the two that really like took it off. And then after that, you could find any color under the sun. Pink girl, which was me too. Like purple girl. I saw a green girl, which was literally like, ooh, whoa, 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 which love it. But this trend actually spoke to me a lot and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was super fun and different that people were just like dressing up in different colors and it weirdly looked like natural. I think we're just used to seeing like different colored people. When it's like completely unnatural, it still looks normal, but it's like so cunt. Like I was obsessed with this. But actually people painting their skin different colors is not like a new trend. This has actually been a thing for a while now. I don't know if y'all remember this video. I thought it came out in like 2012, but I guess it came out in like 2020 of the blue girl. The title of the video is Alien Girl Wants to Be Permanently Blue. And it's from the series Hooked on the Look by Truly. I've seen a bunch of like cool videos from this account, but this one in specific really like stood out to me. Like I swear, like ever since I saw it for the first time, like it's just been like in my brain, just raiding my brain because she is so fucking cool.
Even when I didn't dress different purposefully, I've always been different. I've never felt like I belong anywhere, so I've always felt quite alone. I don't feel like I belong anywhere on this planet, so I've tried to make myself a little world where I kind of feel like I do belong.
But as you guys saw, she was actually Gyaru before she became permanently blue. And is it really a Ray Bunny video if I don't bring up Gyaru at least once? No, it isn't. So there is a J-fashion trend called Ishoku Hada or Ishoku Hada Gyaru, but it's simply when you just paint your skin like an unnatural and unusual color. This does fall under the Gyaru umbrella, but it's not like a sub-style or anything. It was just kind of like a trend. But because of that TikTok trend, this is actually coming back, and I've been seeing a lot of gals participate in Ishoku Hada, and girl, this grumdly yum yum yum. I'm a really big fan of this style, and I would love to participate in it again. I was gonna do it today, but I low-key got so lazy. But speaking of the makeup that I did today, I actually got inspired by XG. XGAL X, a K-pop Japanese girl group. XG's like whole thing is just being alien girls. I eat it up every time. But actually, someone spotted this pin in my core video, and I am obsessed with this pin because it honestly embodies this whole like alien girl aesthetic that I love. I'm gonna analyze these outfits just a little bit because I'm obsessed with them. Jurin and Chisa's silhouettes are like absolutely gorgeous. Like I absolutely love the wavy pants as well as the leg warmers. As you guys know, the big on the bottom. I really like that. I really like the silhouette. I also really like Harvey's silhouette. Something about the shirt with the hood as well as a little tutu, it eats down. It's just so cohesive, and the colors really tie it in together. And I've actually seen this color palette used a lot in like this alien core aesthetic, because I don't think we should be talking about alien core if we don't include, what do you even call it, like galaxy grunge, like 2014 Tumblr era. Yeah, that. They use the same like color palette, obviously that green. These are like the 5 like main colors that I think like define like this like niche aesthetic. I was also a big galaxy girl back in the day, super into this, but in this era they wore a lot of slogans that said Earth sucks or like F humans. I think that pretty much defines like the entirety of this aesthetic. That's like just like you don't want to be a part of humanity, so like yeah, I'm an alien girl. Yeah. Going back to XG just for a little bit, the If You Know You Know music video is one of my favorite music videos aesthetically. I personally wouldn't wear a lot of these colors, but just the creativity of it and the dedication to implement this aesthetic is super inspiring. XG's stylists and makeup artists aren't scared to kind of break their idol image. They're not scared of them looking ugly, because the whole point is looking weird, yeah? That's like the whole thing. So if they look ugly or weird, it has more of an effect to the point that they're trying to make. XG's makeup artists pop off every single time. I actually am inspired by this picture. I just kind of like looked at XG makeup and I tried to implement it as much as I could. They give them unusual lip shades, graphic eyeliner, bold shadow. They've experimented with gyaru. I absolutely love this photo as well, because what they did with Harvey, it's like ishoku hada, but like so alien, and I love it. It's everything. I've also seen this like alien girl aesthetic on Instagram and Twitter, specifically the user at Sunny Bunny Cupcake. They have made the like whole alien core thing, like their entire core. The main thing is just like experimenting and not being afraid of looking weird. But I'm still working towards like being free with like my self-expression and like patterns and just like doing a bunch of weird shit. But I really look up to everyone who does it, because it's super cool, and it's just really inspiring to see just like K-pop idols have like this aesthetic and do just a bunch of cool things, because it seems like their styling team just like has so much fun with it. And I really wish I saw this more, because there's so much potential in this day and age to just wear whatever you want and try a bunch of new things. But unfortunately the fashion world is boring, but whatever. Let's get into the weird girl, a paradox that relates to my alien core. Okay, this article from The Guardian titled "How Pop Culture Has Shaped Our Understanding of Aliens," it states UFO and alien stories have, after all, always been more about ourselves, our fears, our anxieties, our hopes, our adaptability than any potential outside visitor. In the Thai Girls Love show 23.5, which some of you know, this is the character Aileen's like whole thing. She is simply like an alien, and she feels like one because she's been isolated for the entirety of her life for being weird. So throughout the show, she's a very quiet and reserved character. I think this is the best portrayal of the alien girl that I've seen. I like it because it kind of represents a lot of girls who can't fit in no matter how hard they try and are isolated because of that. So they just resort to fuck humans. And there's actually this scene that I love so much, so I'm gonna include it.
มนุษย์พี่ต้องพูดแบบไหน เป็นมนุษย์นี่ยากจริง เอ้าทำไร
I
I've come to resonate with this character a lot, as you can tell, and she definitely spoke to me as a person, and it was kind of the first time I saw this very outwardly type of like alien girl, isolated alien girl portrayal in the media. Though the other character that like rings true to this kind of like personality is like Luna Lovegood. She is brought up a lot.
Everyone, this is Luna Lovegood.
Even like Wednesday Addams is brought up in this conversation a lot. Even though Luna Lovegood isn't like technically like an alien girl, she is isolated like one, and she has faced the difficulties that weird girls face. Luna also reminds me of that one influencer that keeps stuff in her bag.
Hey, can I have a piece?
Sure.
Oh, thanks.
But on the topic of influencers and this weird girl trope, let's get into the paradox. TV, celebrities, and TikTok has swayed the way we view this weird girl. It was when the shift of the clean girl aesthetic to like the weird maximalism girl aesthetic became popular, is kind of when this started becoming like more prominent. The concept of like the manic pixie dream girl, who is a female character trope. The stock character is a quirky or superficially different woman who is a love interest for the male protagonist. The manic pixie dream girl usually aids in his transformation without ever showing any real agency of her own. For example, a very popular and almost the face of this trope is Ramona Flowers. So take what you will about that. I have never watched Scott Pilgrim, so I wouldn't know. But when this concept of being like the weird girl becomes cool, as well as becoming a man's ideal girl, the lines between weird and popular and cool become quite blurry. In the video Weird Girl Takeover by The Take, they had an interesting take that actually clicked everything into place for me, so I'm gonna read it out to you. The romanticization of the weird girl can sometimes overlook the very ostracization they have to face for just being themselves. And part of the weird girl becoming more broadly accepted has been her becoming more widely commercialized. As being a weird girl has blown up into a larger trend in real life, it can sometimes feel like a popularity contest in which you have to be weird in the right way to count, essentially making actual weird girls feel like they're too weird to be weird girls. But I don't think girls being more weird and experimental is inherently bad, though. In this video, they actually used pictures of Lady Gaga and Doja Cat and inexplicitly critiqued them for being like commercialized weird girls. But in defense of that, Doja Cat did get severe backlash for shaving her head and just being kind of weird, amongst other things, except I'm not into celeb drama, so don't even mention it. I don't care. As well as, of course, Lady Gaga.
You know, I don't need all these clothes. I mean, I love my clothes. I put them on. But you're not going to tell me when to wear them.
They did go through backlash in the media for dressing weird. But I have seen many people and weird girls in real life be envious and take a lot of inspiration from Fruits magazine. This is a personal take, but I think the 90s, 2000s Harajuku scene actually is the root of like this weird girl aesthetic we see today and like the maximalism trend, and almost kind of like all the TikTok trends, I think, like have like a little something to do with that, but whatever. The photographer and creator of Fruits magazine, Aoki, actually stopped his publication because he said, quote, "There are no more fashionable / cool kids to photograph." But by 2020, both Aoki as well as Chris Tordoff, a manga editor and Fruits enthusiast, said the roots are fighting for growth again. There is definitely a marked change in Harajuku these days, with kids being influenced by Western brands, yes, yet juxtaposed in a very Japanese way when pairing with unexpected pieces, he explains. Aoki also agreed with the fact that in 2020 he saw a change and he saw more weird kids show up in Harajuku. But unrelated to Harajuku, I think this also stands for the West. The pandemic in terms of like youth fashion did come with like obviously like a lot of like bad things like micro trends, you know, trend influencing, like consumerism, all of that, whatever. But I think there was this emphasis on kids experimenting with their style, especially in the safety of their own home without being scared of being judged. I think the growth of like the weird girl aesthetic, like the maximalism aesthetic, is honestly kind of a good thing. It actually pushes people to experiment with their styles and break societal norms and do things that usual people won't do, just in the pursuit of finding themselves and being more true to their inner character. But as for people who do it for clout or to be someone's manic pixie dream girl, once the pendulum swings back to clean girl, and the way it kind of already has, these weird girls will kind of stop being weird girls. But the weird girls who found themselves attached to this aesthetic and found it as the best way for their self-expression will keep being weird girls. And maybe without the growth of this aesthetic, they would have been stuck trying to fit in instead of embracing their alienness. These are my little guys. Aren't they cute? They're so my babies. Look, they're the same. They're my babies. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this wasn't too rambly, but I actually have been working on this video for a while now, and I finally got it done. If there's anything in the future you'd like me to talk about, please let me know in the comments. And as always, this is my Instagram. Please follow me on there. I haven't been as active as I used to be, but it's still a pretty fun place to be. Like and subscribe for a virtual kiss from me. And if you are seeing this, please comment alien girl invasion. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun filming it. So I will see you all in the next video next week. So see y'all then. Bye. Bye.